G'day, 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 you absolute bunch of bloody legends. Old mate Loserbum back in the house with some quality, high production value internet content, video, YouTube stuff. I hope you people out there, all you bloody legends in internet land, are doing absolutely fantastically under the circumstances. So, as you know, I am in my real job, when I'm not a massive YouTube sensation and Fortnite winner, I'm actually a secret agent for the Australian Secret Service. Well known secret spy, assassin, travel all over the world, kill people, save the world and things like that. Here, in case there's any doubters, any of you sweaters out there, I can definitely prove that. See, so most famous UK spy is, of course, Jim Bond, right? Good old Jim, known him for many years. He's had a lot of plastic surgery, looks different. And this is his logo. So they've got the 00 numbers, he's 007. Well, in Australia, because we also have the Queen and we're part of the Empire, we also have 00 numbers. So, but it's slightly different here, they're prefix. So I'm Loserbum 00. Which equates to this logo, L00. That's my spy identification, which totally does not spell Lou. Okay? And because of this international spy job and assassin job, and that's the total truth, right? I'm not a mild-mannered enterprise software salesman. I'm a spy, completely, absolutely a spy. But because of that, I travel a lot, and there's certain things I can't do, like having pets. And about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I got the order, hey, L00, you are not traveling anywhere anymore for a very, very long time. Like, months. You're not happening anywhere. I don't know exactly why, but okay, I'll take it. I'll sit at home and do home office and whatever. And because of that, I was able to start 3 weeks ago, something which I've been meaning to do for years, but couldn't because it's like a pet. It's something you have at your house and you have to feed it all the time. So what I've got is these little critters, right? I got these little buggers over here. Look at them, aren't they beautiful? Hang on, how come that's not doing that what I'm supposed to be doing here? We hide that. See, these are my little pets. 3 weeks ago, they came in a packet. I put them in a thing. Aren't they beautiful little critters? Look at that one. Look at that one. Isn't he cute? Oh, what a big fella. Hey, 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 hey. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Ooh, a lovely, lovely creature right there. Anyway, these guys, what they are brine shrimp, better known as Artemia salina. I knew a girl called Salina, but we'll not get into that. So, Artemia salina is a type of shrimp that live in brine. Brine means very salty waters. And it's a very, very old species that does not appear to have changed in 100 million years. So 100 million years, these same little critters were around there. Think back 100 million years, so 65 million years ago. So when they started, right, 100 million years ago, still dinosaurs everywhere. Big bugging lizards going. These guys sitting in their saltwater puddle saying, okay, the ground's shaking a bit, but apart from that, we'll just live here and be happy. Right, that's it. Here they are. And then what happened? Then you had the KT extinction event, right? About 65 million years ago, an asteroid slammed into the Earth about the size of Texas. Correctly, it's actually the size of New South Wales, but hit the Earth and killed like 98% of all living things on the planet. All the dinosaurs, all the species, all the megafauna in the ocean, all gone. What does Artemia salina go? They just sit there and say, you know what, Jim? This salt water's tasting a bit smoky, and went right on living. Right? Why are they able to do that? Actually, that's the secret. That's why these are so cool. So what you get is 2 little packets like this, right? Like that. And you just pour them into some water. Don't take tap water. Take like still mineral water because of the chlorine in the tap they don't like. But the cool thing about Artemia salina, it makes these tiny little eggs. They're not really eggs. They're cysts where they're like in frozen or suspended animation. They can go for years and years and years. Normally it's when the salt lake dries out, they just lay these little cysts, these eggs, and they can survive for 10 and 50 years. So asteroid comes, there's no salt water for 100 years, one of these cysts survived, and then they grow, right? And then you get these little shrimp, which are really cool. They live somewhere between 3 and 6 months. Don't think I'll be traveling in another 3 months. So I started these about 4 weeks ago. Put the packet in, You have to feed them every 2 days. I actually feed them every 3 days normally because overfeeding is a potential danger. At the beginning, you don't see anything. After about 3 days, you have these tiny little dots swimming in the water. And over time, literally every day almost, they double in size. And you get these little guys, right? 100 million years ago, forget about the honey badgers. These are nature's ultimate honey badgers, right? You know, dinosaurs, asteroid, everything dies, all that. Yep, we'll keep on living. You know, other things, ice ages. There's been ice ages forever. You know, last one, 2-3 million years ago. It's been going up and down, up and down. You had like 3 kilometers of ice covering every single continent. Half of the oceans were ice. Everything was frozen. The last little bits of life were hanging in. And these were guys, hey, Bob, this salt water's getting a little bit cold, and just kept on living. So these are the little tough buggers from hell. So let's go into a few more little details. What have you got? So they're not perfect to see. I'll try to zoom in. So, yep, they're a type of very simple shrimp. They come out of the eggs. When they come out of the egg, they go into a first stage, which is like a larva, like cute little bugger, and that only has one eye in the middle of its forehead, and that eye just allows them to detect light, and they're going to swim towards the light, right? That's it. That's all they do. And later they grow, and then they grow a proper set of eyes, left and right. So those are proper eyes where they can see a little bit more. And once they have the real eyes, they move away from the light. I'll show you that in just a moment. So they have that. But because of that, they actually have 3 eyes. They have the original little one and 2 left and right. They have a total of about 19 body segments, so just like segments on the body, and the ones where you can see their little legs. Look at his cute little legs, what a creature. Hey, ooh, look out, look out. I think he's getting a bit stroppy there. And yes, so they have 11 pairs of legs, so 22 legs, 3 eyes, 100 million years old, and cooler than a honey badger, and they just work. So I went on Amazon, and it cost me about $13 or euros or Australian dollars or whatever, and I got this little plastic tank. I got a little packet here of food. I got another one with the eggs. I got a little spoon here for feeding them, and I got this pipette. And the pipette is mainly you put it in the water, blow bubbles into the water, take it out, blow bubbles, just say they have oxygen. So they have water, oxygen, and food, and they just grew. These guys are maybe 3 weeks old, and look at my finger. Look how big they are, right? And the thing is, the light is at the moment over in that direction from the camera. So that's where the light is, which is why most of the guys are more here on the left of the tank. If I'm going to take the tank, turn it around here gently without making too much a mess, putting it back, right? We should see in a moment that all of the guys, or most of them, will start moving away from the light. Remember we said the adults don't like the light as much, and they go there, and look at them, look at the little guys, look at little creatures, and they're zooming left and right. And if you observe them for a while, you'll see that the big ones, when they bump into a little one, they'll have a bite, right? Oh, look out, he's angry, he's going to bite his head off, right? That's right. See? We can even bug them with the light. I got this little torch here. Look, here. Yep, I've got this little torch, and I'm going to chase one of them. Right there, we're going to chase this guy. And if you zoom in long enough, you'll see them, how they like start moving hectically and start getting it. Yeah, there he is. He's hiding in the bottom. Ooh, look out. He's angry. I better stop. Don't want to lose a finger. These guys, when they're angry, they like jump out of the tank, take your finger, and they'll just bite it off all the way. 100 million years old. So yeah, that's Artemia salina. What else is there to say? Yeah, it's a nice little pet. They can even reproduce. They have males and females. You might get multiple generations. What else can I tell you about them? Oh yeah, I found this on the YouTube thing. I think it was written here somewhere. Again, Wikipedia, always your friend, after obviously Google image search. Always Google image first, and then you go for Wikipedia. Somewhere, solutions, exactly. They're really tough. Like they can live even in like silver nitrate and things like that. What kills them is iodine. So if you want to make your own water, don't take normal table salt, but that's got iodine in it. I don't have it in here, but in one article, I learned that if you want 1 liter of water and 2 tablespoons of salt, that's a concentration of salt that they liked. So here, what I did, let's go back to our camera. Yeah. So what I did is I took some salt, and it was rock salt, where on the packet it said no iodine or uniodine. So look where you can get some salt which doesn't have iodine in it. I took half a liter and 1 teaspoonful, not tablespoon, teaspoon, stirred it up, let it settle, and the water I'm using, hang on, I'll get it there for you just so you know what to use. Yeah. This is a recommendation. Tap water's got too much stuff in it. Distilled water doesn't have enough minerals. You just take the cheapest mineral water you can find in the supermarket. Cheap because then it'll have less minerals in it. This is a famous Australian brand called Yeah, because we always say yeah nah. So yeah, this is a famous Australian brand. Half a litre of this, teaspoonful of salt, and I put them in this jam jar, right? And then I took my little pipette, took a few of the little critters, and look at them. They're all happy in there, right? So I got 2 tanks now. I got 2 tanks, so you could do that for yourself. Get some, share with your friends, your enemies, and whatever. So, yep, that's what we have about the Artemia salina. Last trick, which I'll show you because we're all parsimonious people here on the YouTube channel of Loserabum. So normally, it cost me, hang on, I don't have it here, but yeah, if you look for Artemia salina, normally a thing will cost you, with the tank and everything. There's expensive ones for 23. Mine cost like it was the one down here at more like 14, 15. However, you can just get the packet with free shipping, $2.50 for a packet of food and $2.50 for a packet of eggs. All you need then is a tank, in my case a jam jar, a little spoon for feeding. You can find something like that. You don't necessarily need a pipette like this, but maybe you have one of these from a cosmetic set or a little plastic bottle. As long as you can blow bubbles in the water, then you're good to go. Remember not to overfeed them. No iodine. Apart from that, yeah, they're really cool little buggers. Look at them. Look how many of them. There's big ones and little ones. Up there, you see that one up there. The one up there, he just snapped because somebody tried to bite him. So they're a little bit cannibal, If you've been around for 100 million years, you cannot be very selective about what sources of protein. So I've got these for about 4 weeks. I look forward to them escorting me through another 8 or 10 or whatever. And so, yeah, they have 3 eyes. They have 22 legs. They're 100 million years old. Their great a million times over grandfather saw actual dinosaurs. And you can have them in the privacy and comfort of your own home if for some reason you can't travel and leave the house. These things happen occasionally, right? That's where we are. So, yep, I think that's all we had to share. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Remember what was it again? Oh, yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends to like, share, and subscribe. You can also remember to share the dragons. If you have your own dragons, teaspoonful of salt, you can hand out some friends. You can read more about it on the internet. Maybe I'll put some links in the video, because as I said, all of this stuff is from Wikipedia. And with that, we'll be getting back to our regular electronic mud-rated content. Oh, yeah, sorry, why was this mentioned in this series on these channels? Because we're here about retro technology and retro nerd stuff. And in the past, these things were sold as sea monkeys. So in the comic books of the 70s and 80s, in the back, you would find an advert for sea monkeys. Hang on, ad 70s, right? There'd be ads in the back like this. Exactly. That's exactly what they looked like. Here, your family beautiful sea monkeys for only however many dollars you get. And that's what they supposed. I remember seeing these. It's like, wow, that would be cool to have in my aquarium. Back then I really thought, they're probably not going to look like this, because the sea monkeys are exactly these things. So yeah, you have to have a lot of imagination to have this little guy in here. For a start, these only have 2 eyes. But yeah, that was the sea monkeys in the back of the comic books, of the adventure books, DC Comics, Marvel, all over the world. And if you just take away the brand name sea monkeys, the ones which I was looking at for Aqua Dragon, look for Artemia salina. Go and get yourself your own shrimp. Let's see if we can make it to another 100 million years. They're probably going to be around when we are no longer a species. With that, thanks very much. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. I'm Loserbum, you're the internet, and I'm out of here. Say goodbye, shrimp.